Hi everybody, welcome to another tutorial on BeepStreet Drambo, the modular groove box. In this video I'd like to show you how you can easily use Drambo inside AUM as a audio unit type of Midi processor to actually strum a chord, using of course another application to play a guitar preset. So let's create an audio channel and let's borrow or use Chameleon to play a nice guitar preset. So let's go to the preset, guitar, and let's choose the first clean electric guitar 1. Then let's create a MIDI channel, and inside that MIDI channel, now you know, if you seen my previous video and my previous tutorial, that you can use Drambo as a MIDI processor and therefore a MIDI sequencer and apply all the good things. So let's start that you can find of course inside Drambo. Let's create the connection. So Drambo is the MIDI source. Let's expand Drambo and let's click on the track to play the Chameleon preset. Okay, that sounds good. Perhaps we'll lower a little bit the volume. Okay, so let's move to the right the MIDI output. We go to MIDI, we scroll right to the bottom, and there we find a new Strum module. So let's quickly go through some of the controls. So you have 6 dials here, which are called Shift 1 to Shift 6. And this is what you use in terms of shifting up and down by semitones the notes you want to play, in this case the strings and notes you want to play as you strum a chord. You can have a mode like a forward in terms of playing the notes from 1 to 6, or backward, or random as well. You have a range which you can select through 1/16 to 1 bit. If for example you set it to 1 bit, the strum will cover 1 bit. If you set it to a quarter, it will cover a quarter, and I will show you how that works in a moment. You can also apply a delay in terms of strumming between the different shifts or notes. You can apply also a velocity slide, so if you turn the dial of the velocity slide to the right, you will have a strum chord or a strumming that will start with a low velocity and will increase. If you go to the left side, it will be the opposite. And you can also apply a humanize or a random impact the way that the shifts are actually played, and you will hear in a second how this works. So let's create a simple chord. So I activate the key here because it will show you the keyboard, which is useful to have when we talk about semitones. So let's try to create a C major chord. So a C major chord starting from C. Okay, so the first shift I would like for that to be an E, so an E below the C2, so it will go down by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I will shift this down by 8, like so. Let's play, and let's set this to 1/16. Okay, the second shift I'll leave it to 0, so to this note C2. The third one I want it to be an E, so 1, 2, 3, 4 semitones up. Let's play. Then I want it to be the next one I want it to be a G. So if this is a 4, 5, 6, 7, so this will be a 7. Then we go up 1 octave, so this will be a 12. And then we want the top string to be an E or an open chord E, so we'll shift this by 12 plus another 4, so 16 to reach the E above an octave. So really nice in terms of being a nice chord. So let's click and hold here on the heading. Let's copy it. Let's go to the second track and let's add as a paste the same strumming. And let's change the mode to backward. So here's the magic. Okay, so let me show you now how things works when you apply different settings to the delay and the range. So let's create, for example, 2 notes like so. Okay, let's click play. Actually, let's do it on the first track, and let's remove that from the second. At the moment it's set to 1/16. Let's put the delay to 1. Let's change the range to 1 bit, and you can see straight away the effect. It's not quite able to finish the strumming because the delay is set to maximum, so let's set these to 0. Okay, so hopefully you can see, for example, if I set it to 1/16 and I increase the delay, you can combine between the range and the delay and achieve different effects. But in principle, the range is the range of strummings that the strumming module will cover. So for example, if I say cover a quarter, okay, that is how you will see how that maximum will cover a quarter, depending of course on the delay that you set. One-sixteenth. You can see how the range was finishing very quickly there, and if I put it to 1/4, it will cover this part, and of course then you can influence that, changing the delay as I just explained a moment ago. So in terms of a velocity slide, so if I was, for example, to set these right at the top, you will hear it will start with a low velocity and will increase that as the chord is played. Of course, if I go the other side, it will be the opposite. It will start with high velocity and will decrease it as the chord is strummed. Okay, and you can also apply a humanize effect as well to randomize a little bit the delays between the different shifts. So, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial on the strumming module. See you next time. Bye.